Obviously, I'm back. I know I was gonna talk about, and I'm still gonna stay on the theme of black on black crimes, black on black murders, things of that sort. But I wanted to be a little vulnerable today. Not in my feelings, not in my emotions, but you never know what you can say to somebody that can can help them. Because I know it's many times I've needed that conversation or to hear that message or that motivation. Um, Loving yourself. Before I get into that, um, eventually I'm gonna allow whatever viewers or however it goes about me, about the spiritual journey that I'm going through. That's gotten me to the point where I'm even able to do something like this. I'm not good in front of, you know, speaking in front of people or speaking period. And please forgive me for being so rough. I'm promise you I'm gonna get it together. But right now, I just want to be authentic. You know, you have some good days, you have some bad days, you have some rough days. This is definitely a rough day. But loving yourself through my spiritual journey, I think that was the first thing that stood out to me. I went through some tough times, relationship wise. It was just crazy. But through it all, I was left empty and discarded, and just like anybody else, I felt some type of way. You know, felt lost. And God would speak to me, and it would, in my pity party, would say, "What did you truly gain out of it?" And I'm like, I can see people could be, very, very hurtful, or they can, there's no telling what a person will do to you. And he says, "Yeah, that I get, but what did you learn? Truly, what did you learn?" And the first thing I learned is that I did not love me. Straight up, didn't love me, couldn't, because love comes with boundaries, especially when you love yourself. You know, if you say, "Hey, I'm not gonna be a person that's gonna be cheated on," it's because you love yourself. I'm too good for that. I value myself too much. I love myself too much to allow somebody to treat me that way. You wouldn't get with somebody and they say, "Hey, I like to cut you." That's just my love language. He said, "No, that's not what I'm into. I'll pass on that." You know, um, I don't want that type of love, and I don't deserve that type of love, and that's only because I love myself. So love comes with boundaries, sincere boundaries that protects you. And when you allow people to do things to you, as much as you want to blame them, you have to blame yourself. There's nothing they can do to you unless you allow them to. You have to keep them in your space, keep them in your atmosphere. You know, um, I know there's some crazy people that just won't let go. I get it. But in most cases, a lot of the drama and trauma and disappointment is because you kept believing that if you keep trying, you're gonna change this person, or if you love them, you see all the potential. Now, I'll tell you this about potential. Potential is only good if you use it. Let's be honest. You got some people, you got some murderers who have the potential to have been, scientists, but did they want to be that? No, they wanted to be, killers, or they wanted to be, whatever they was. Um, it's great to see potential, but that person has to see it in themselves, and they gotta apply it. And if they're not gonna do that, then it's just like not having potential at all. So don't ever fall into that. Well, I see who he could be, or I see who she could be for me. That's if they choose to be. But at the end of the day, I just want people to know that loving yourself is essential. It is a necessity, just like breathing, just like drinking water, just like eating. It's a necessity for you to love yourself, because that is the biggest protection you can ever do. Because one thing about loving you, I mean, you will protect you at all means, even from yourself. That's true. It's the truest statement I can ever say. You have to be able to tell yourself, "Self, I love you, and I will not allow anything to hurt you." And it helps you grow, because Loving you, if you ever loved your child or anything, you always want them to succeed. You always want them to do better for themselves. And that's what loving you is going to do. It's going to help you be better for yourself. Yourself is going to keep telling you, hey, let's get more money. Let's get a bigger car. Let's get a better job. Let's get a house. It's always wanting the best for you. And it don't take nobody else. Because if nothing else, if you don't love yourself, how in the world do you expect anybody else to love you? They can't. It's almost impossible. You think that person can't love you for the both of them. That's crazy. I'm pouring into you and you got a hole in your bottom. I'm wasting my time. Wasting my time. That's not what you want to do at all. Because you have to remember this is energy. And that's something real. Like I said, man, I got a lot of stuff on my head. But energy is for real. We all got it. But I ain't gonna get too deep into that. But fact being is that if you pushing out that type of energy, I don't love myself, that person's gonna get into your life and not love you the same way. They're gonna treat you how you treating you, how you treat yourself. You treat yourself like you ain't worthy of love. You treat yourself like you're not worthy of respect. You know what I'm saying? So then when you it's no, it's you. Oh, it's you. It's gonna always checkpoint right to you. They couldn't enter in your life unless you allowed them. So you need to talk to you and say, why am I accepting this? Why? Scared to be alone? Financially stuck with them because they making the money and helping me get this, that, and the third? I'd rather sleep on a bridge before I let somebody hurt me or make me feel some type of way about me because I love me. You feel me? I love me. You're not going to make me feel crazy. I came here by myself. I'm leaving here by myself, so I better take care of myself. Love yourself. Pamper yourself. Take yourself out on a date sometimes. You don't need to have company all the time. Learn to find yourself, and you will really, truly elevate. You'll see your life move so differently. It's okay to have people come around and whatever, but they better meet your energy. Because your energy is going to be on a high level, and that's usually what's going to happen. It's going to push away those that you don't want, and it's going to accept the ones that feel and vibe the same way you do. Because you love yourself, and there's only so much you're going to take and tolerate your boundaries. So, I ain't going to talk y'all to death. Um, Another food for thought. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. And I hope as time goes, I'm going to be able to help, heal, communicate, and show love to everybody. Again, these are just my opinions. Um, you take them. If they are good for you, discard them. If they're not, um, I'm just as human as anybody else. Not everything I think is going to be, fitting for everybody. But for those that it does touch, bless you. And for those who just listen, bless you. So other than that, Larry, in the second video of Food for Thoughts. Mahalo.